Today I'm going to share with you the Avene Friends and Family sale. It starts on Thursday the 6th. It starts today, it goes through the 11th, and it is 25% off site-wide on Avene. Now, I did a video for the Avene Friends and Family sale last May. The things that I really loved then, I still love now. I still agree with everything that I said back then, and unfortunately the fails in this video are still my fails. So none of that has changed, but I wanted to share that with you. Now, I have purchased a few other Avene items since then. Some of these things I purchased at the sale, and two of them are hits for me and two of them are unfortunately fails for me. So I'm going to share those with you really quick. So first of all, let's talk about Retronal. I picked this one up a long time ago. This is my second bottle of this. This is a super duper hydrating, very milky serum. It comes in one of those things where you open it up like this and that comes up, and then you depress it and you get a kind of milky serum. Now, it's very hydrating and moisturizing. It's emollient. It almost feels like a super duper lightweight moisturizer. What this is bakuchiol. So even though it's in the Retronal line, which Retronal is their retinaldehyde line. So remember, retinaldehyde is one step down from Retin-A. So it is an over-the-counter, closest thing to prescription retinoid. This is not that. Even though it's in the Retronal line, it is actually bakuchiol. Now, bakuchiol is a plant-based vitamin A alternative that there's plenty of debate over, really, is it an actual vitamin A alternative or not? But it is actually a very wonderful antioxidant, can be very helpful with a lot of the same things that vitamin A is helpful with. So if you are somebody who wants to try a bakuchiol type product, this is definitely one of my favorites that I have tried. So that is the Retronal serum that they launched, I don't know, in the last 6 months or so. Now, the other thing that I did pick up at the sale last time is the Xeracalm AD. This was actually a recommendation from some people lots of people actually in my Facebook group. It is kind of like, well, it's a cleanser, but it's kind of almost like an oil to foam cleanser. It's very gentle, and from everybody's reviews in my Facebook group, it is very good if you have eczema prone skin. Now, I like it just because I don't feel like it leaves me stripped or tight or dry. It's a very nice facial cleanser from Avene. One of the top facial cleansers from Avene, because it also doesn't have any fragrance. Okay, so that is a great product from Avene. The two things that were fails for me, you guys, I've tried these before and I thought I would try them again. I don't know. I thought I'd give them another shot, but it is their SPF 50. Here's the reason. First of all, the tinted version for me personally is way too dark, and the tone is, it's way too dark, and it's the only tint. So see, I don't know if you can tell how dark that is. So that's the only tint, is that one. So that's obviously why you can see why I didn't like it. Okay, so what I did was I bought the untinted version, thinking that maybe I would be able to mix them and lighten this one up, because sometimes you can do that. If you get a tinted version of a sunscreen and they have a non-tinted version of a mineral sunscreen, sometimes you can simply mix them and you can get a lighter version. So here we have it, right? Well, you mix them together and then it's like this kind of funky, pinky, it's just not right for me. I don't know if you can tell. And it's also a tiny bit greasy and shiny. It just did not work for me. But I would caution you, if you are lighter than like an NC 50, then it's probably gonna be too dark for you. Okay, so let's roll that footage and I will see you on the other side. My probably all-time favorite from Avene is an eye cream. Now, it comes in two different versions. It comes in this one that is Retronal, and then it also comes in a version that is called Physiolift. They're the same thing. They're the identical same eye cream. So this is one of my all-time favorite anti-aging eye creams. The reason for that is that it uses retinaldehyde. So on retinoids, when you're talking about retinoids, you've got Retin A, which is prescription, right? It is the active form of a retinoid. And then when you go down a ladder, let's say, retinaldehyde is the next down the ladder. It is the inactive form of a retinoid, and it takes a conversion in your skin to become retinoic acid. This all means that it's the closest thing to a prescription form, to an active form of retinoid that you can get over the counter. So I love retinaldehyde. It tends to be less irritating than retinol or Retin A. So it's just a really great balance, especially for around your eyes. This has been, I've talked about this in videos. I've recommended this a gazillion times. So this is probably my number one recommendation if you are shopping the sale. Next would be the Retronal for the face. That is the whole face cream. Now that one is also another retinaldehyde, and it has been a recommendation of mine for a really, really long time as well. Now another one that we have to talk about is the Eau Thermale. Now this is their spring water, and this is what the entire line is based off of. Basically, they collect this water that travels through, and it collects minerals. So this is a spring water that actually has minerals in it from the way that it comes out of the spring and the path that it travels along the way. It just collects the minerals. The really cool thing about this particular one is that it's very, very soothing because there's not too many minerals in it. It's just this really, really wonderful balance of some minerals in there, but not too many minerals to cause dryness in your skin. What it does is it soothes the skin. So this is a big recommendation from me as well. Now, recently I talked about the Tolerance. This is the lotion cleanser. This is a non-rinse off cleanser. I'm one of those people that likes to refresh my face in the morning. You don't have to do that. You definitely don't have to wash your face every morning. And there's a great argument for not washing your face in the morning, but I like to. So to me, that is something that is a preference. And this to me is a great way to just refresh your skin. Okay, so another one that is a longtime favorite that I've talked about on this channel forever is the Cicatrate Lip. So this is one of the best, the very best lip treatment products that you can use overnight. It is very white. And so for that reason, yes, you can use it during the day, but I've said this so many times, you need to be really, really careful with using this during the day because it can kind of get into the inside of your lip. So when I want to use this as a daytime mask, like let's say in the morning when I'm getting ready and my lips are dry, I will actually use some of my hydrating skincare and I'll get it over my lips, and then I will put this on to kind of lock that in, but I always wipe the inside of my lips. And then usually what happens is I will gently wipe this off before I go on with like my lipstick, etc. And it kind of provides it just helps to make my lips look better for daytime. But this isn't necessarily a balm that you're just going to slap on all day long without looking. It's a fantastic overnight treatment for the lips though. Basically what it does is it hydrates the lips, and then it seals in everything so that your lips can repair themselves. It's really, really one of those fantastic products from Avene. I've used that. I don't even know how many of those I've gone through. That is one of those things that year after year I repurchase. I would say with most of these Avene products, you really want to determine what your issue is. Their website is fantastic. You can shop by concern. And then also what I like is on their products on the website and then in their product, their leaflets are actually relatively useful. They aren't just marketing material. And on their website, I love it that it actually tells you, first of all, of course, by concern, but it tells you how long the product's going to last with regular use. I think that that's really helpful information. You can make good buying decisions based off of, oh, if this product's only going to last me 30 days, do I really want to buy it? Oh, this one's going to last me 60 days. That's worth it to me, that kind of thing. I actually really do appreciate that about their website. One of my favorite new products, I've had this for a couple weeks now, is their Tolerance Extreme. This is the emulsion. This is actually surprising to me, and I bought it on accident. I meant to get the Extreme Cream, and I got the emulsion. This has become my favorite new daytime, just everyday moisturizer. I do have normal to dry skin, and my skin is, sometimes it just looks dull because it's dry and dehydrated. This is light enough that it wears really, really well under makeup, but it packs a serious punch when it comes to the moisturizing and hydrating effects. It's just really great. I could see where people who have pretty much all skin types might like this one because it's this emulsion that is not super duper heavy, but it definitely hydrates and moisturizes your skin, leaves no film. It leaves no evidence that you're really, really moisturized. Your skin just feels super hydrated and moisturized. It's a beautiful product. So this is the Tolerance Extreme Emulsion. Great everyday moisturizer for pretty much all skin types if you feel like you're dehydrated. Now, I do want to say that every single thing that I have recommended so far is fragrance free. And that is the one thing with Avene that I think some of their products fall down on. And so I just encourage you to look at the ingredient decks when you're shopping the sale or when you're shopping Avene, period. And if you see fragrance, just know there really are no products that I have tried so far from Avene that list fragrance that's subtle. Now, these are the products to me that are great, except for they have fragrance. Number one, and this is one that I think a lot of people might buy or look into because I know it was one I was really interested in. It is the Milk Cleanser. Now, this one is a beautiful cleanser. It is incredibly fragranced. I mean, so fragranced. It doesn't do the greatest job of removing eye makeup. If you like a cream cleanser to take everything away, I didn't find that this one took away my, like when I'm wearing regular mascara, I still had to go back and kind of do some extra work removing the mascara, but it's really the fragrance for me that makes this one kind of a not so good. It's just so strong. On the same note, their lotion, their gentle toning lotion, this is actually a beautiful hydrating toner. You can see, I hope you can see, it's by Faves. You shake it up and you apply it with a cotton round, and it does leave the skin so beautifully hydrated, prepared for everything else you want to do. So fragranced. I mean, so fragranced. And I've used it over and over because I really do like it as a prep for nights when I might, if I was going to use tretinoin or something like that. I like to layer on hydration before I get to my tretinoin. It's just really hard to use because it leaves such a fragrance behind. So that's another one that if they got rid of the fragrance in this, I would love it. I'm sure that there are people who love this because of the fragrance, but for me, it's overpowering. Another one that I wanted to love and don't because of the fragrance is the Physiolift Day Smoothing Cream. You guys, this is a day cream. It's gorgeous. It looks so pretty under makeup. It is so strongly fragranced that I used it a couple times and I'm like, I just can't. I can smell it all day long. It doesn't dissipate for me. And I know some people maybe don't notice it over the course of the day. I can't do this one. And it's really unfortunate because it's a very pretty day cream. I will say, when looking at the ingredient deck, I don't necessarily see anything super duper special in there anyway. And if I had to pick a day cream, I would pick the Tolerance Emulsion, which is fragrance free, leaves my skin feeling really great. It's great for, most skin types and no fragrance. This one, it just missed the mark. So that's the Physiolift Day Smoothing Cream, is a pass. Okay, another one is the Avene Creme Nutritive Riche. I wanted to love this one so bad. It is, and I've tried it multiple times. I even started keeping this in the office to use as a hand cream because it's a really nice, rich moisturizer. Again, though, man, just sitting like that, it is so strong, so stinking strong. This one actually is probably going to end up as a foot cream, like when I put those foot socks on, because they'll kind of mask the scent. And besides, I guess that's all the way down at my feet. It is too strong of a scent, and it does not dissipate for me. So that is the Avene Creme Nutritive Revitalizing Riche. it's a no. I have another one. I think it's from the Hydrance line. It's just their Aqua Gel. I actually ended up giving that one away to my niece. There was another one that was just too fragranced. I think that one was in a Faves video in the past. So I think that what you can get from this is the products that are fails are typically due to their fragrance. It is so overwhelming. So my advice to you is, if you are shopping the sale or if you're shopping Avene anytime, look at the ingredient deck. If you are averse to fragrance or you've smelled that classic Avene fragrance and you can't do it, anytime you see it in the ingredient deck, it's probably going to punch you in the face. They now have so many things that are fragrance free that are fantastic that it's really worth checking those things out, in my opinion. They have some superstars when it comes to kind of caring for your skin, protecting your skin post-procedure. Their Fate line and their Tolerance line are wonderful. Okay, you guys, so those are all of my favorites and my fails, and obviously you got to see a different version of me because since then I have gone shorter, I have gone lighter, all of that stuff. So I do hope that this video was helpful. I'll put all of the relevant information in the description box down below, and we'll also put it in the first comment. So if you are an Avene shopper, this might be a great time. Let me know what your favorites are in the comment section, because once again, I'm sure that I will be shopping the sale based on recommendations I see in the comment section. I hope that you're having a really wonderful week, and I'll talk to you in my next skincare video. Take care.